What's up, everyone? Trader Bryce here. Happy Monday. I know last week I was talking about how I really didn't get to trade a whole lot, and today I actually did. I had some time, felt mentally clear for the most part. I had some company over last night, and I was a little tired, and that is the market closing. I had some company over last night, and I was just hanging out, so I was a little tired because I didn't go to bed at my normal time, but I know I'm an old grandpa now. I feel like if I'm not in bed by I do go to bed pretty late, but no. So it was good. I got to just kind of be with some friends and hang out a bit. I had a nice weekend finally, and I felt I was like, you know what? I think I'm in a good spot to trade today, and I'm really glad I did. There were some absolute bangers out there, even though I got caught with some massive FOMO today, and I'll show you why in just a second. If you haven't already checked my Twitter. My personal Twitter, Trader Bryce. I botched a trade pretty bad that had a lot of potential. But that said, there were a lot of great opportunities today, long and short. More importantly, though, there are some really, really good setups going into tomorrow. The momentum is back. I love it. So anyways, guys, I don't want to keep you too long, just me rambling on. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. In fact, hit it so hard that it falls off of the little pedestal that it's sitting on. Send it down to the comments below. And then, while you've already sent the like button down there, you might as well write a comment out like, hey, Bryce, you're a sexy looking dude. I don't know, just off the top of my head. Anyways, guys, let's dig in. So RDBX, my botched trade of the day. So I'm not going to lie. Matt Monaco and I actually, for the first time in a long time, we just got on the phone this morning, and we were like, hey, we're both trading the open. You want to trade together? And we're just talking over pre-market, in this area in here, what we were looking at. And Matt mentioned RDBX. Now let me go to the daily chart here and show you what was really special about this one. So we have this just massive unwind, right? Literally from 18 down to 3. Massive unwind. But what really caught our attention was this candle right here. Let me turn off all this other stuff. This wick, very intriguing. This is what I've talked about it before. Teach this in small cap rockets. That's your exhaustion low. And when you get that exhaustion low, it is very, very common to see a pretty gnarly bounce. And now this was way gnarlier than I thought it was going to be. In fact, I bought 10,000 shares at 318 right here as we perked up. Level 2, I loved the level 2. Was getting some action. We had a little pre-market perk, which to me, then I say pre-market perk, I mean in here, and I know you're going to go, Bryce, there was 2,000 shares traded, blah, 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 blah. Okay, listen. This in conjunction with the way that this bottomed yesterday down at 275, perked back up, and then we went green. That, to me, told me everything I needed to know, that it had a good chance of a bounce. I had a pretty easy risk level there at 308, so it was a $1,000 risk. I like that exhaustion low, and I sold by 350 something, like 353 maybe it was, right in there. And literally, I sold on this wick right here. 354, I believe, was my sell because it was almost top tick. I was like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm really cool. I'd got all this volume. I thought we'd have a pullback, some consolidation to buy into. Nope. Just kept going up and up and up and up. And I'm a little salty, but it was still a nice trade. I locked in like $3,000 on it, which I guess would have put my average sell at 348, which makes sense because I sold half into the 340s and then half into the 350s. Yeah, this one sucked. Like literally, if I had just walked away, which I told Matt, I was on the phone with Matt, and we were both selling. And I was like, I should just walk away, set a stop and walk away for 10 minutes and just see where it's at. God, man, do I wish I did. Even had I done that, that would have been a nice 5-figure trade. Would have been a banger. But I didn't. So, anyways, this is me just complaining about me sucking at trading. HYPR, I got caught in a bag. I got really confident after RDBX, and I saw this midday perk in here. I decided to try some shares on this dip right here, so I got in at 176. And I like the daily chart, same thing, very similar, where we had this just massive unwind. A lot of these these were IPOs from months ago that have just drained down. They're nothing now. A lot of these are bouncing, and so I figured, okay, you know what, I like this action, I like that perk, and I ended up cutting it at like I bought in the 170s, sold in the 150s later in the day. I was like, oh, I'll give it a chance. I lost like $1,000 there, more than I should have. I was just overconfident at that point. TBLT, we had that offering this morning. I didn't trade it. But like I said, we had some really great short opportunities as well. And so for anyone who was short yesterday, I think Kyle Williams mentioned he had some short from Friday. And then he got hit with that offering. Beautiful, great short opportunity. I saw a few people on Twitter that were in this. Now, the only thing is, like, if people were in this from the past few days, I mean, like, good trades still, knowing they're a dilutive company, but they don't have to dilute. They needed cash, but I don't know. Sketches me out a little bit, but great short opportunity there. AMTD, this ran because of HKD, I believe it was, which is, HKD is like the Class B shares of AMTD, and it IPO'd a few days ago. Really nothing on no volume. It ran up to like $70 or something, you know, from whatever it IPO'd at, like $8 over the course of 4 days, ran up. AMTD ended up becoming a sympathy since it was the Class A shares. This price action here must have been when it IPO'd, HKD or whatever. And so this I'm now looking at for that third day surge. We're holding at a beautiful level. Had some great action today. In terms of that sideways action I like to look for. Higher float, and it's the only issue here is it is very dependent on that HKD, which unfortunately, okay, so this one is not a Class B. This is the depository shares, so every 5 of which represent 2 Class A. Cool. I think you had a lot of people stuck short in this from Friday, and I say a lot is a relative term because it's just one of those IPOs that have kind of been acting like a pump and dump. And I think you're going to see a lot of these IPOs now start to squeeze people out, which can be a lot of fun, can provide some long opportunities, could be a market shift. So it's going to depend on this one re-squeezing tomorrow, which I think is possible, in all honesty. I do, but it's the AMTD third day surge is going to be very dependent on HKD having a third day surge. PGY, picture perfect, almost the same action that it had on Thursday of last week, creating the third day surge on Friday. The only issue I think is that I think too many people are gonna be like, oh, it's the same thing. I think they're gonna all be looking for that, literally the same thing. But it does look great. I'm not gonna lie, looks great. A little bit bigger of a wick today because of that big push it had in the middle of in the morning. But if we can open up over 10.50, 11, I think it's got a good potential for a third day surge. Then let's move on over to EVTL. Today I traded this for a third day surge. Did all right on it. I ended up getting a little chopped up in here. Rebought here at 725. Went and took a nap and sold a quarter of my shares here at 820, and then the rest down here at like 785 as it kind of fell down. Did end up recovering at the end of the day there, but just a tough one to trade there. It just grinded up all day. I was hoping for something more explosive. Not that it would have mattered because I was asleep. But I do want to keep an eye on EVTL for continuation going into tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't know how much time I'm going to have tomorrow. Just got life, man. Life just likes to throw stuff at you, But so tomorrow I'll probably be a little busy, but they are still good watches. PGY, EVTL, AMTD, HKD, and maybe Redbox for a continuation. I don't really know, but those there are some good watches out there, and that's what matters. The momentum is back. I'm sure I missed some runners today. I know Rev B gapped up this morning and basically dumped, and then TNXP ran and whatnot. But anyhow, guys, you get the point here. A lot of great action today. I hope you guys took advantage. I ended the day at about 30-something hundred, 3,600 in there. I'll post it on Twitter. I don't remember. And now we're at that spot where I'm just talking and saying, yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got for today, guys. So I hope you guys traded well. Like I said, make sure to hit the like button so hard that you send it into a different dimension. Ideally, that different dimension is the comment section down below, where you're then telling me how sexy of a human being I am. Listen, like I said, I don't make the rules, but I do like to follow them. So if I were you, I probably would follow something like that. And also, while you're at it, if you're already typing out the comment, you might as well turn post notifications on and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you back here on Wednesday for Small Cap Recap. Until then, hope you're having a great start to the week. And happy Monday. Peace, everybody.
We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the StocksTrade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.